And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say.
Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to Koi Place Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. What we're looking at in this round of reads is going to be your career read for the month of November. So the opportunities we want to embark on, ventures we want to partake in, partnerships we want to make, things we want to leverage. Ultimately, building up to all the investments from our labor, but really what we want to do with the work that we provide. So as a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even when it gets tough, understand that I, as your tarot card reader, I'm not going to be there to purposely misguide you. That's not what I do here. That's not why I made this channel. That's not why I do any of it. Just think of it like a conversation. I'm going to sit with you through the tough things and the good things as well. All things included. So follow along with me in your read today, Virgo. And for your career, let's see what the cards say. Starting in time-based orientations for the read, show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Virgo in their career read, month of November. What are the cards that we need to see, please, for Virgo in their career read, month of November? Starting with the past orientation first. So in the past, the power of new beginnings, the Fool. Trusting so much, stepped off a cliff. How so? King of Wands, the answer was the right thing to do, to start over. Queen of Wands, a matching pair right next to each other. Well, if the time is right, I'm going to pack my bags. A line from India Ree's song, Beautiful. Pretty much pointing towards the fact of, no, I had to make the decision in the past to say, hey, this is what's right for me. We've been through this cycle before. I'm gone. And I know it isn't all right, at least materially, but I'm doing it on my terms. And I know if I'm doing it for me, things can work out. I have never been this optimistic before. Let us see what I can create with the love and the life that remains in me. We're going to see what we can do. Okay. So it was like almost not just a promise, but a test to yourself. So that was what we said in the past. In your present orientation, show the cards that we need to see, please, for Virgo and their reading. What is held in the present orientation for Virgo's career reading? I'm really curious. What does this say? 9 lives ballroom. Oh, that's so nice. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Virgo's career reading. What of the present orientation, the here and now? Ace of Swords, a truth revealed. This one, again, that promise to the self, what does that have to do with? The sun. The sun. The happiest you've ever been. What do we do with that? 3 of Pentacles. And whatever new venture we went on, the happiness was not just in the journey or being able to start fresh and getting a new breath of life within you. That's obvious under the sun, Virgo. That's not what I'm saying. Your truth is that it's also having to do with the environment, the good people that you meet as you go along this journey. That is what is fulfilling you right now. That, whatever you were parting ways from was the best for you in that moment. And now it is the little things with the people that make it all worth it. This is the Virgo that I'm talking to, sitting of the here and now. That, you know what? It's not so bad after all. Dido. Why am I saying all these song lyrics? The point being is that our truth remains that we did the right decision in the past. We listened to ourselves finally, and we made that leap. And now it's not just the fact that we're in a better space, either financially or emotionally, et cetera, et cetera. It's that understanding that if we can appreciate the environment that we're in, the people that make life worth living, that make this job doable, but believe in my dreams the way that I believe in myself, I will flourish. Just let it happen as it should. In your future orientation, those cards that we need to see, please, for Virgo and their career read. What of the future orientation? In the space of what if, what do we see ahead of now? In the future? Two of Cups. Okay. And even if things change, you already know how to find it again. Because you already experienced what it feels like to be loved and appreciated in the spaces that you put yourself towards. Judgment. So what was the biggest lesson here? Divine timing, but being that is in your future orientation, is not simply banking on the future for yourself to be happy. It's to understand that the little things are what's going to make you happy. It's not just about the finish line. It's about the race to get there. The Magician, the power of manifestation. You will eventually encounter what you think is perfect for you. Right now, I don't see that as being perfect for you. I think we make the biggest and bravest leap from the past to the present, saying that, hey, if I'm brave enough to do this, I'll find it eventually. And for the Virgo I'm talking to, you did. Let's be abundantly clear. You did. But even if it's not present right now, I can identify, boom, 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 this is what I need, this is what I'm looking for. And as we move towards the future, hey, if it comes my way, I won't miss it. And I won't blink. It will not pass. It will not pass me by. Underneath it all, the Knight of Cups. Because at the end of the day, the biggest lesson to hear is to learn how to give of the self, to show the most authentic self, to bring that same exact loving energy that you had for yourself and everything that you can foster from within, and figure out how that shows up in your everyday environment, but also amongst the people that you impact. Let's show the best of ourselves as we move forward. Sometimes it is that simple. And even if a read seems redundant, that just means that the point is being driven home. Simple and clean. Utada Hikaru. Why am I saying all these song lyrics right now? Okay. Show us the cards that we need to see, please. Cards of connection. The bridging gap between all time-based orientations here in your career read, Virgo. I guess this is a song-based night. Who knows? What are the cards that we need to see, please, for Virgo in their career read between the past and the present, the what was and what is? Okay. So between this, Seven of Swords, okay. So being able to get through all the surface level perceptions, saying that, okay, this is what works for me, this is what doesn't. And that was the leap that we had to make to just be happy right now. We were taking a big leap of faith and starting that new beginning to get here. Page of Swords, the state of observation. Let's see what that looks like. And I think for you, Virgo, especially just given the space you were coming from, the energy was right, the intentionality is right. Now you're banking on, was this really the right choice for me? It was. Chariot, the card of Cancer. Well, I mean, we're here now, ain't we? The Chariot here being, okay, if this is a new start of my journey, let's make the best of it. Right? This is almost an unendingly optimistic read, simply because of the state that you were coming from, of having faith in your new beginning. Now that the wheels are turning, you're in your chariot, we're driving along that road, everything is being gathered into our cart, the good and the bad, whatever we got to carry. And now we're saying, okay, I'm actually seeing better things and brighter days are before me. Meet me at the altar. Name of a group, name of a song from that group. Why am I keep on saying this? Long story short, is that between then and now, there's gonna be better days. And I know I made the right decision. In fact, that my environment around me, even when it's tough, I will find people, places, and everything that's worth it that proves I made the right decision. Now, between your present and your future orientation, show us the cards that we need to see, please. Between the present and future orientation for Virgo and their career read. Between the here and now and the what if. Where are the cards that we need to see, please? Okay. Eight of Swords. Okay. We'll come back to that because I think I know where that one's going. Justice, card of Libra. Okay, the scales actually balance out. And the Five of Swords. Yeah. I thought that was going to bounce out in the reverse for a second, but it still holds the same meaning if it did. Here's why. Eight of Swords is oftentimes characterized by somebody trapped in an open air cage of swords. Can they climb out? Yes. Will they get cut and sliced on the way out? Potentially. What does that spell out? Is that the answers and conclusions that we come to, we may not like, but they are still there. They are just unlikable answers. So Justice, card of Libra, balancing of the scales, having to accept the process as is, whether that be an issue of legality, but even more so, just understanding no matter when, lose, or draw, I said I was on the path before, I'm going to be on the path again. Five of Swords, the notion of self-sabotage, the war within, we take it out all on ourselves. And that's interesting because we have that between a happiness we're learning to ferment right now and the notion of judgment of a manifestation that you're actually bringing into your life in the future. It's almost as if when we have happiness in the present, we're reluctant to take it or move away from it because we feel like it's almost disrespectful to the gifts that were given by the universe, when in fact, this is just one stop of many in the journey, right? I'm talking to a Virgo right now who, when things go good, we're actually reluctant to touch them or say anything about them because, again, we view it as, oh, it can be given, it can be taken away, when in the exact opposite, it was supposed to show you happiness. Right? It wasn't just to, okay, now you're happy in the present. No, now we got to push you further. What does the optimization of this journey mean to you? And how far you want to go with it? That's why in the future, judgment is located, because where you really want to be, it hasn't shown itself yet. But I can also say that you have the power within you to get there because you're bringing it in right now. Right now, just sit in the happiness of what is. And yes, will parting and departure be kind of painful? Absolutely. But don't ever forget, it's only painful because of the happiness that all those people and all these experiences brought to you. Never forget what made life worth living. Underneath it all, Magician, power of manifestation. And so we can't ask for one without the other. As we move towards resolution, first reveal the major arcana, define the major arcana strewn across the table for Virgo and their read. We now look to the Fool. What was so significant about this new beginning that started off this entire journey? Show the cards that we need to see, please. Define that Fool, and we move forward. The Fool. Five of Swords. Okay. And that came out, over there. So the Five of Swords on a repeat. Yes, it seemed foolish, and you had absolutely no proof that this would work out. I get it. You're very much going off of faith, Virgo, that, hey, I'm going to take this shot over here. Maybe there's something worth it in this direction, because right now, things ain't looking good, and that's okay. I'm going to tell you as a tarot card reader, that's okay. Things work out the way that they always should. But the Five of Swords to that Fool, is this the right decision? And you had to sit with that, you had to eat that for a big moment. But we're still coming to the conclusion that, no, my body, my spirit, everything is telling me I need to go for this, right? Even if it's foolish, even if it sounds dumb, well, guess what? I guess I'll just sound dumb, but I got to be going. I like that because that's a level of insistence that shows that you have faith in the process. It does. To the Sun, Five of Wands. Okay, so the happiness is now embracing the conflict. It's not just the easy times that are ahead of us, although they very much are, right? But in the present, we sit with the good and the bad and realize in the grand scheme of things, no, I'm going to find what I need to here. I'm good. I really am. I saw the Magician for some reason first. So to the Magician, the Devil, card of Capricorn. Can we move past our notion of self-destruction towards what we actually want, right? In other words, especially because that's touching judgment, Virgo, what I'm seeing is, as we define the Devil, which is, it's the most brutally honest card in the tarot deck because it tells us things we don't like about ourselves. Here the Devil's saying, will we let this form of happiness pass us by because we've been content for so long that we can't say what we want anymore? That's what we're trying to challenge yourself around. To judgment, Six of Cups. And here, being that this is a career read, it doesn't necessarily mean, making the partnership or making the deal with a person at a more intimate level, because that's like soul bond energy, but I'm not necessarily reading that in your read. What I am seeing is that you're fulfilling a promise to yourself. Six of Cups is defined by time, and therefore it can invoke feelings of nostalgia. Here, being with Judgment, hey, I'm not going to give up on myself. In fact, there's so many things ahead of me if I'm just brave enough to go look. Okay, next, to the Chariot, Fool. Pops out again. Well, like I said, we're here now, right? Might as well make it work. And to Justice, card of Libra, Seven of Pentacles. Regardless of the discomfort that I feel, I accept the process as is. I'm going to push myself through it. We're going to learn every lesson that we need to. We're going to be okay. Give me a crossing pattern. Okay, so in the notion of balance and how everything peters out eventually, Queen of Cups. I can love myself through the process of this journey. There will be ups and there will be downs, but for the Virgo I'm talking to, you just got this underlying feeling right now that everything's going to be A-okay. At least for the things that you can't control. It's going to be okay. Okay? The resolution. Show me the cards I need to see, please. In the space of resolution, for Virgo's read. Another resolution with their career read. Again, it's almost like this gentle nudge of where we want to go and just trusting that things will be all right. But if nothing else, confirmation, Virgo, that, yeah, just because everything's good doesn't mean everything's going to be perfect. Well, I mean, sometimes I'm right. Five of Cups, notion of sorrow and remorse. Okay, so, and I think this is why we had this strong regressive tendency to kind of revert, especially as we get to our evolution, our development point here, Virgo, is that we're going to be tempted to just sit here and not do anything with that. And I'm going to tell you, there's going to be pain across this entire journey if we do. Right now, we're learning what happiness is, but don't be so afraid to evolve that we also let that go too. It's hard. It's going to be hard in both directions, but it's showing you all the things that you need to see. Next, Six of Swords, the ability to move forward anyways, right? Science, even more so, we're not going to be lost at sea. We're going to make our decisions and we're going to move forward with them. Underneath it all, the Emperor, the card of Aries. Here, we make a choice. We take a stance. We stick with it. Here's what I see in your read today, Virgo. A leap of faith that you felt very contentious about in the past is actually proving itself to be all worth it, even with the conflict it had in the present. In the future, we're going to find exactly what we need to. But the question becomes not if we find it. That'll be obvious when it shows itself. But will we let it pass ourselves by because we're too comfortable of the notion of accepting the happiness of the current that we cannot evolve, right? In a state of evolution, will we force stop ourselves because we're too afraid to let go? So in between these phases, the question becomes, okay, what am I willing to do upon this journey? What do I have to work on within myself? Why am I uncomfortable with all these notions? And at the end of the day, how can I find me even while all these things seem that like they're only coming into balance, not into solidity? You sit with your choices and you do your best. I wish it was, more, esoteric or more complicated, but what I have in your read today, Virgo, is that it just involves sitting with the decisions, staying firm in them, and saying, I deserve to be here. What does the world look like when I believe that? That's what I got in your read today, Virgo. Hope this conversation helped. And yeah, take the happiness where it should be and do what you need to. It'll all work out, okay? I don't know why somebody was angry outside. I'll see you around. Take care.